turn the radio off right now and listen to The Chris Miles Show.
Keeping you informed about the latest and greatest trends and current events in today's society. It's where you go to stay in the know. It's the Chris Miles Show, live from Atlanta, Georgia.
Start a fucking revolution. Start a fucking revolution. Start a fucking revolution. You've got nothing to lose.
Good evening, everyone. We're here once again. Welcome to the Chris Miles Show with your host, Chris Miles.
What's going on, people? What's going on? Hope all is well. Welcome to another edition of the Chris Miles Show. We are live in uncut color, all the way doing our thing in uncut color and clarity. We are here. The introduction to the song that you heard this guy singing was the guy that set himself on fire, at the Trump trial. Once again, let me just say this. I want to thank everybody for tuning in on TikTok. I see that we actually got a few people on TikTok who wanted to weigh in. Y'all let me get through this introduction. TikTok, we are going to bring you guys in. We were supposed to do the show this past Wednesday, but unfortunately we weren't able to. I see my daughter is tuning in. Hey, Lena, she's tuning in on TikTok. But I want to say hello to everybody. We are streaming live, TikTok, Facebook. What else, Ms. Producer? We're not on X right now. We deactivated the account. Momentarily, we'll be back in probably another 15 days or so. We deactivated the account based off of arguments about Caitlin Clark, the Iowa basketball superstar. So we're going to come back in about probably another 15, 20 days. We're going to come back, bring X back, be back on X, doing our thing. Mr. Producer, what's going on with you this evening, my brother?
Not much, man. Everything going good, man. I can't complain. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing all right. So you came with an interesting title. The title was your creation, Natural Born Loser. So we're going to be talking about several conversations about losers this evening. Once again, hello, TikTok. Y'all help me get those numbers up. Oh, also, I said we forgot that the main outlet we're streaming on this evening is that of YouTube. I'm tripping. So if you all have not, all the numbers on TikTok that I'm actually seeing on camera 3, I need everybody on TikTok to go over to our YouTube page, find us, The Chris Miles Show. Once again, that's The Chris Miles Show. Go over and join The Chris Miles Show on that of YouTube. Subscribe, like, and follow, and we'll go from there. But Mr. Producer.
Yes, sir. What's going on with you?
So, yeah, a lot is going on. I think I was on 285. I was actually on the freeway.
Yeah.
When the guy set himself on fire. And I was actually listening to, I typically don't, but I was listening to the radio. And I was like, damn, I said, this can't be.
Playing the video, guys, is kind of graphic, so y'all, Hopefully we don't get banned or nothing like. I doubt ain't nobody watching.
Yeah, so TikTok, this is what I'm saying. You all can actually hear my voice, but you cannot see the actual content. TikTok does not have a outlet for us to actually stream through right now. We're in the process of working on it. But yeah, so Mr. Producer actually have on the screen the man that set himself on fire. Matter of fact, when you finish that, I want you to bring back up what he said, because we need to talk about that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really think people understand the dynamics of where this thing is finna head to with Donald Trump. But as you all can see on the screen, you have NYPD running to this guy. They attempted to put him out. They used fire extinguishers. And I mean, I can just only imagine how that played out, Mr. Producer. Like, they didn't know if it was, maybe a terrorist attack that was unfolding, or I mean, just to see somebody there burning.
Cause
you know what I'm saying? That had to be a real
somebody to do something that horrific. From what I've heard, they said the guy was lingering around the scene for days. They seen him, they seen him. They seen him in front of the courthouse around that area.
So basically,
like
he was running recon.
He been camping out there.
The area.
He been camping out.
He's from Florida.
Man.
Yeah, he's from Florida. We do research here on the Chris Miles Show. What's up, TikTok? What's happening, y'all? Help me get those numbers up on TikTok. We've been getting about 1,900 people. I need to top that tonight. We're going to see if it's possible. We're not going to keep you all in here. At least that's the plan not to do. We've been doing 2-3 hour shows. We hope not to do that this evening. We're going to try to get through this content. And, we want everybody to be educated as well as entertained. But, Mr. Producer.
Yeah.
Back to this conversation here. The guy is from Florida. Okay, he's from Florida. And his relatives are saying that he suffers from, he has some type of, he's mentally challenged, if you will. You understand? And I don't know, but let's go into the video. Just bring that video up.
All right, I'll replay it.
Yeah, please.
Start a fucking revolution. Start a fucking revolution. Start a fucking revolution. You've got nothing to lose. Start.
Wow.
Okay. So, people, this guy that you're seeing on your screen that's saying start a fucking revolution is the guy that set himself on fire at the Trump trial, which actually beginning argument starts tomorrow.
Right.
So they've seated 6 and they have alternates. I think a total of 12. So they start tomorrow. But this is what I want to. This is, I've been saying this, Mr. Producer. Like, everybody is calling the people that support Trump a cult.
Yeah.
But this is what I want everybody out there hearing my voice. This is what I want to tell everybody. Okay? I'm going to take these off. This is what I want everybody to understand. Okay? This thing with Donald Trump is fixing to get really interesting. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why I say it's going to get really interesting. It's finna get interesting because if you all out there don't think a man that would set himself on fire will set you on fire, then you're badly, sadly mistaken. That's what you all need to understand. Where we are, where this thing is actually heading. Okay? These people out here love Donald Trump just that much. Now, This man said to start a fucking revolution. Okay? So the whole point of his mindset and many others is if they are attempting to fuck over Donald Trump, there's going to be a lot of innocent people out there, Mr. Producer. There are going to be a lot of innocent people out there that get hurt.
Yeah, I agree.
And you know what? I have often said, I said this once before, I said that black people specifically need to stay out of this conduit. They need to stay out of what they see going on. The reason I'm saying that is because you all better understand and better know that the agenda that you see going on and unfolding, that agenda, Mr. Producer, is being ran through that of black people. You got, what's her name? Letitia James, Alvin Braggs, and you got Fonnie Willis right here.
Yeah.
These things are fixing to get crazy. It's going to get crazy. And what I'm saying is there are going to be a lot of innocent black people get caught up in something that a lot of them don't have anything to do with this shit.
Right.
And this is because of the talk that I'm hearing that is coming to me about this thing with Donald Trump.
Right.
So you got a guy that went out here and set himself on fire.
Right.
For a cause of Donald Trump. So if he would set himself on fire, Mr. Producer, what do he care about doing something to some innocent person out there?
Man, come on, man.
So what happens? Alvin Braggs that's bringing this bullshit against Trump. What happens when one of the guys somebody with the mindset that he has runs up in a school or a church with a number of black people in there? Huh?
Man, I don't even want to think about it. It could be devastating, though.
And he said, "Okay, well,
just him alone, what he did. I'm saying he took himself out. I mean, he did it for a cause. You gotta think. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm about to say. Think about how powerful that is.
Yeah,
he believed in a cause so much he was willing to give his life. He died for it.
He died for it. So that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. You don't think that just sparked some fire in some people's ass?
Man, look here, man. I wouldn't. You know what?
I can hear him now. We gonna avenge you, brother. We won't let that death be in vain.
Listen, I would not, Mr. Producer, I would not want to be that man I would not want to be that man that's charging this man knowing the fallout from it. I've heard truck drivers say, man, we ain't taking shit into New York and we ain't bringing shit out of there.
Right.
Buying this shit. But anyway, let's transition on. People. So
since we on Trump,
no. Bring Stephen A. Breaker.
Yeah, I brought him back up.
Okay, yeah. So people, let me just say this. I'm receiving a lot of plagiarism at this point. And I'm getting it from that of Stephen A.
Come on now.
I know Stephen A. is watching us. I know my talking points. He's getting my talking points. He's getting, if you go watch the color of his show, the content, all of the stuff, it's similar to what we're doing on the Chris Miles show. And we are nobody. But this guy is using our formation.
Come on now.
He's using the color. If you look at our lighting, the light in the background, you see, pull this shit up, same thing. What I'm saying is, nobody knows me. Few people out there know me. We're making our rounds now. But the fact is, this guy is seen on television every day, and people know who he is. What's going on TikTok? Y'all keep getting them numbers up. Appreciate you. Keep joining. Y'all, I need you guys to follow, like, and share our content on that of TikTok. I need 2,000. We getting anywhere between 1,800 to 1,900. Let's top those numbers tonight on TikTok. Let's do 2,000, 2,500.
So
I need that.
So tell everybody what one of your talking points Stephen A. took that got him in trouble right here.
Yeah. So anyway, we have been speaking for Trump. Okay. Now, this is the whole thing. We've released some live content as well as videos about centered around a lot of the things that's going on with this election. What most people don't realize, everybody see Donald Trump as a racist. Or I'll not say a lot of people do. But a lot of black and Hispanics see this man as a racist. You know what I see him as? I see him as a businessman. I see him as what he is. He's no different than that of Joe Biden. They're cut from the same cloth. The fact is, one will lie to you and the other one's going to tell you straight up what the business is. That's what you all got to understand. But what they differ at is you got one that's a globalist and you got one that's for the sole purpose of his people. Now, guess who the globalist is, Mr. Producer?
That would be Mr. Joe Biden.
That's Joe Biden. They are pushing, the Democrats are pushing a globalist agenda. They are actually right now trying to put everybody on a digital currency. Now don't take Stephen A. and them down.
No.
Yeah. Okay. This is what I want. Come on, TikTok, get them numbers up. This is what I want everybody to know about that of Joe Biden. Joe Biden and his administration are globalists. Okay? They are strictly G7. Now, what they want to do is they had something out there called Fed Now. Fed Now, they wanted Fed Now to replace Cash App. What's some of the Zelle and what's up? Give me some of the other ones out there.
PayPal, maybe.
Yeah. So they want to put everybody on a Fed Now system. Okay? So a lot of us who use Cash App, matter of fact, I have a Cash App symbol on my screen now where people can donate. Well, if the globalists are successful, what they would do is replace Cash App with that of Fed Now. Fed Now would be a system where there would be actually requirements. Like, for instance, if I got some money, Mr. Producer sent me, say, $20. If I didn't use that $20 within 60 days, then you know what would happen? It would evaporate. It would be gone. You know why? Because all they're doing is running numbers. There is nothing tangible that backs our currency. There's nothing tangible that supports our currency. Now, this is the thing. Donald Trump has specifically said that he was against that of replacing the currency.
Yeah, he's against the digital.
He's against the digital currency thing. He's also one of the ones, I'm thinking, where a lot of his problems have stemmed from is the fact that he put the IRS back in to the Treasury. Because the way that things have been set up, there is no accountability for a lot of the things that we see. That's why there has been an influx in spending. The United States is at over $33 trillion in debt. $33 trillion in debt. And what becomes more disingenuous, they just signed this is the thing. You got stuff on the TikTok, man, too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just hold that. This is what I want to tell you, because we're going to transition to that shortly, people. We're going to transition to that TikTok. That's why we need to get these numbers up. And I need you all to support our efforts here at the Chris Miles Show. But this is what I want everybody to understand, right? They just signed into Joe Biden just signed a $95 billion paycheck for that of Ukraine and that of Israel. A part of that bill was what's also encapsulated within that bill is that of the TikTok man. Yes. This is why the Chris Miles show is essential. This is why the Chris Miles show is
so they
very
snuck
important.
it up in there, huh?
Yeah. That's how a lot of things get passed.
They put the big money. They put the big ticket on there.
Right. To hide it.
Yeah.
It's within the melee of the bills.
Right.
So this is what's going on TikTok. What's going to happen is the bill is going to go over to. Hold on. We can get to it in a minute. The bill is going to go over to the Senate. The Senate is going to sign it. And what they're going to do is they're going to try to force TikTok to sell. Now, this is what I have to say. They're saying that TikTok is compromising. They're saying that TikTok is compromising people's information. Okay? But guess what? Equifax, TransUnion has actually compromised our goddamn information. I ain't seen nobody go out there and say, well, you know what? TransUnion, Equifax need to sell. But that's not what this shit is about. This shit is about the information that's allowed to go out through TikTok, and it's also these younger kids are not pro-Israel, they're pro-Palestine. So with all of that going on, they want to force TikTok to sell so they can control the algorithms, that they can also control the search engine, and to prevent information from going out. People see what the fuck this shit is, Mr. Producer.
Right.
Ain't nobody going for it. That's the whole point of what you got to understand. Now, Donald Trump, this is what I'm saying. Donald Trump has said he would not sign the bill for TikTok to sell. You got 150 million people using this goddamn app. You got people, we get money off of TikTok.
Right, people making money.
You got people making money
That's
off
how
of
a lot
TikTok.
of folks making their living.
With that going on, people are not just willingly, okay, well we're gonna keep. Man, I don't want you motherfuckers in my shit. When I go to wipe my ass in the bathroom, I wipe my ass in private. I don't need you all there, with fucking cameras trying to see what the fuck I'm doing. I just took a shit. I'm gonna wipe my ass and then I'm gonna shower. I hate to put it in these terms, but this is the only terminology that these people seem to understand.
Come on now.
Now, back to this shit with Stephen A. and Donald Trump. Stephen A. is actually right because he got my goddamn talking points. And I don't give a fuck how you feel about me. I pay the price for the shit that I say. You understand? But this is the thing. The NAACP, Roland Martin, and all of the other pundits out here who got a fucking agenda is mad with Stephen A. about what it is. But Stephen A. is right.
What'd he say?
He just saying Donald Trump is kicking their ass with all of the stuff that they're going out. And he's going to carry the black vote. His percentage with black people are going to be high. Truth offends people in today's era.
You're most definitely correct with that.
What it says, the NAACP reacts to Stephen A. Smith defending Trump's claim about being
relatable to
there
black
you go,
people.
to black people.
With the whole how they doing them in court.
Yeah.
They bringing up all these bogus. I ain't gonna say bogus, but they giving them a raw deal.
Well, this is
something that a regular businessman to go in court for, they give him a slap on the wrist, make him pay a little fine. I'm talking about they trying to bankrupt the man. I'm talking about they trying to drop the hammer on him.
Never in history. Never in history have you ever seen a man have to put up half a billion dollars Never in fucking history, man. Have you ever seen
Because he convinced the bank that his property was worth more than...
They do this shit every day.
Exactly.
People, listen, man.
When somebody get their house...
Listen.
So it's okay for somebody, when they refinance their house, and somebody come... when they come appraise it,
the appraiser always gonna lower your shit.
So and then but the appraiser definitely gonna if you black, they really gonna lower.
You gonna get fucked over.
I mean, you remember that story when the black family had to take all their pictures out and put a white family in there for them to get their appraiser.
That's what I'm talking about.
Come on, man. So why is that right?
So
why can the appraiser come in and fuck over a black family? But when Trump go in and say his property worth this, oh yeah, you good. We'll give you a sign you a check.
This is the thing.
But why ain't nobody in court? Why ain't nobody fighting for that?
Excuse me. This issue right here, right? Let me tell you what the problem.
I'm talking about they got data on that shit.
Hold on. Let me tell you what the problem is with that, right? The problem with that is Trump been doing that shit.
Been doing it.
So why all of a sudden now it's a goddamn problem?
It's a problem, right? Cause I'm saying everybody trying to keep him out. All them Democrats.
So I want everybody to I want everybody out here to think about something. Okay, he says y'all want to call a man a race, whatever. That's whatever you hold fast to. I want to ask you all something. Tell you why I say this is dangerous. If they'll go after this man, who's somebody, what you think they'll do to somebody that's a nobody? Okay. This is why it's dangerous. This is setting a bad precedent. Because what you all got to understand is this man is facing over 90-some charges, 91 felonies. Now, and that's the thing. I'm not supportive of Trump and a lot of the things that he's done. But I'm saying, and it was the Trump administration that came after me.
Right.
It was Jeff Sessions who was a part of the Trump administration who sent the FBI in on me. But what I'm telling people is, this is what people have to understand, Mr. Producer. They have to understand that we are dealing with a situation. We're dealing with a situation where it becomes dangerous because of all of the things that's interconnected to it. What Stephen A is talking about the point and the facts of when you go out here and you do shit and people can see that this shit is deliberate, people's gonna go to the person that you don't intend for. It's the same thing with what's going on with the Israel and the Palestinian situation.
Right.
People are going to go to the victim, man. And it doesn't matter. See, this the conduit, the balancer today, people, TikTok. Come on now. There you go, TikTok. Somebody say calls for running again, Trump 2024, and Hunter change drop makes sense. Exactly. This is the point. People. What becomes troublesome for me, and I'm sure it should be troublesome from everybody.
Right.
Is that the value system that we see being advocated with a lot of the stuff of as far as the curriculum in the schools, the transgender shit with the bathrooms and all of this other stuff going forward.
Women's sports.
Men transitioning over to women's sports. This is Joe Biden's administration.
The illegals coming, the people
the open borders.
Open borders.
All of this shit cannot sit right with people out here, man. I mean, you got people coming in here
sending all the taxpayers
what, $9,000
I'm saying every couple months they sending over $1 billion. Man, god damn.
So you got all of these things going on TikTok. You got all these things going on, and we're told that We got to abide by a certain system. Open borders, the shit, the forcing the COVID, the jab on everybody. It's a lot of things going on. And guess what else they getting ready? Give me before we do that, Mr. Producer. You got the one about the car.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna bring up a video. We're gonna bring up a video where we want everybody to understand. This is why we're talking about the globalist agenda. The globalist agenda is all about also taking your guns from you.
You ready?
There you go. TikTok said, Natasha, hope I'm saying this, I do not want a man. That's what I'm talking about. This is why I'm talking about this stuff becomes very important. You can't just go out there and vote for somebody based upon, well, I'm gonna vote a straight ticket based upon yada yada yada. Doesn't work like that.
Man, it's time for, especially when it comes to voting for the president, it's time. I'm saying, if you're gonna vote Democrat, at least I'm saying they need to do something for you. I'm saying they shouldn't just get our vote just because we black folks, they supposed to just get our vote. They got,
but it ain't.
I'm just saying you have to. You can't don't just lay down and let them take it. Well, they got to fight for it.
That's what Stephen A. was saying.
That's what I'm saying. You want my vote. You need to fight for it.
Stephen A. was simply saying, listen, if I'm applying TikTok, check this out. If I have a roofing company, right? You're gonna go. You want quality work done, but you're gonna go where you can save $1. Okay. Now, with the presidency, it should be based upon you're going to vote for the person that helped you and your family create wealth. That's what it should be about. It should not be about special programming and all this. Not now, if a person needs a handout, we're supposed to do that. But it's supposed to be based upon less government and based upon who's going to help me be put in a situation where I ain't got to be worried about my granddaughter going in the bathroom and a man going in the bathroom with a stiff one and he in there watching my granddaughter.
Man, come on now.
This is what we're dealing with. And women's sports should be women's sports. Now, what they should, if they want to push this transgender shit like they want to,
they can't.
This is what they need to do. No. What they need to do is come up specifically for sports for transgenders.
Then they gonna say you excluding them. Oh, I'm a woman.
No, you transgender.
They gonna they don't want to hear nothing about
Caitlyn Jenner wasn't no goddamn woman.
I'm saying he was long gone.
Well,
but I'm saying
the
now,
I'm using
now they trying to say no, we don't want our own league because we're not different from y'all. We're the same. We women. We got dicks in our pants, but we women. That's what they saying.
They say, how are you going to send money over to another country when you can sweep around? We're going to bring that up. Exactly. And that's the thing. This is what I'm talking about. Joe Biden administration the Republicans signed off this bullshit too. They just sent $95 billion to a foreign country. You got homelessness. On the freeway over here in Atlanta, off the freeway, you seeing rocks, people sleeping over there on the rocks. 285, 85. You seeing this shit, man?
Yeah, I'm saying they're worse than
California. This shit is bad here, man.
I'm talking about, I done rode down some streets in California. I'm talking about people actually laying in the middle of the street sleep. I'm talking about they're alive. But I'm saying, how's your life that bad and you sleeping that hard? Well, you in the middle of the street and people got to walk over you. A car's got to swerve out the way. And we can't take care of our people. Then you letting people over here and feeding them.
Getting them money.
Getting them money, feeding them. Man.
So this is what I'm talking about, TikTok.
So that's what I'm saying.
TikTok
it ain't necessarily about, it ain't all about, oh yeah, blacks going for Trump. It's more so we taking our vote away from the Democrats because they not doing nothing. I'm just saying.
Man, fuck what black folks
I'm
do.
just
Man.
saying. I'm just saying.
Don't even talk about their ass no more.
But I'm just saying.
I'm just being straight up, man. It ain't nothing personal. It ain't nothing personal, man. But I'm saying you keep doing the same dumb shit, you're gonna get the same fucking dumb results. Hey, give me that video, Mr. Producer, the one with the car. This is what I'm talking about, man.
Are you aware of the new legislation that mandates kill switches in all cars starting in 2026? Yeah, it was snuck inside a recently passed $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill and is a proposal to have a lockout device to be installed in all new cars. This is no joke and has already passed Congress and the House. So that means it's in play, it's the law until something changes that. A quote from law enforcement today commented that the infrastructure bill includes drunk driving kill switch in all cars, and some worry that government will abuse it. Drunk driving appears to be a cover for what can occur. The possibility for abuse is clearly something which bears watching. This could also give access to outsiders with spyware and hackers. Once you open up access to the electronics, it can be misused by the government, preventing you from driving during lockdowns and national health emergencies, and opens up access to criminals with bad intentions, as computer hackers could seize control of these vehicles. And this is a huge safety.
Man.
So people,
I'm saying, do you know how scary that is? If you get a 2026 car and they can shut your shit down. Think about who the fuck has the capability. Who's gonna be able to do this? They talking
law enforcement.
I'm saying they talking about some. So who's monitoring this? I'm saying
Man.
You driving around. I'm saying, come on. You got a situation. I can't get it out. I'm saying you got a situation with one of the people that's overlooking the infrastructure.
So that's what I'm talking
man.
about cameras there. That's why I use the analogy of taking a shit. Man. So this is the thing, TikTok.
Who needs that shit?
Listen, man. Listen. I like cars that are eco-unfriendly. You understand? So this is my point, right?
Let me keep riding around that box Chevy, man.
Listen, there you go. Let me tell you what the deal is, right? Yeah, there's the crazy. They have a movie. Yeah, exact. What's the movie Obama and them did?
Man, forget about tomorrow. Some shit. I'll look it up. Go ahead.
Okay. So this is the point, people. 2026. That was a part of the infrastructure bill. Every car
leave the world behind.
Leave the world behind. Thank you, TikTok. So this is what's getting ready to happen. What was converted into the bill, the infrastructure bill, there will be what's called a kill switch on all 2026 cars. So what they're doing is, for any reason, they find out such and such, Mr. Producer did something or whatever, right? He got a new Jeep Wagoneer.
Wow.
He gets in his car. He could be going to Kroger's here in ATL, right? He gets right up the street and they shut his shit down. So this is the point what I'm talking about, people. Like, government is out of control. Government is out of control.
So
like
they got to be really fucking bored.
Exactly. Don't buy
some shit like this. Oh yeah, most definitely. They would not sell a car that year. They would not sell a car.
Well, but you know,
I'm saying right now we getting the word out. I'm saying that Joe Biden.
So listen, people,
Joe Biden regular ass probably ain't even gonna be here.
Yeah, but this is the thing, people. This is why they want to get rid of TikTok, or they want to force the sale because they don't want this information to go out. You all got to understand something. Me and Mr. Producer been doing this shit since 2011. We're just now starting to get the recognition we so deserve. But the fact of the matter is what we want everybody to understand is These are dangerous times that we're living in. And it's an ongoing fight with our government, the people that we've entrusted that's supposed to be looking out for the sole benefit of we, the people. And it is something other than what it should be. So as Natasha, I hope I'm saying her name right. I probably want to invite her on. We need to, as she said, don't buy.
Hell no. Don't buy.
Or better yet, we need to, all of these people, this is the thing, people, you all have to get familiarized with these politicians that's supposed to be representing your area. Because when these things come up, y'all call said, we unplugging from the matrix. Exactly. That's it. The whole thing that you all see going on is this is a foundation, people, of the matrix.
Come on now.
And everybody out here don't want to be a part of that shit, man. Leave people the fuck alone. If people out here ain't violating your UCC codes, leave people the fuck alone. Leave them alone. Let them live their lives, man.
Who the fuck need to
Now,
kill switching?
this is one of the reasons, people, that the United States currency, the petrodollar, is in trouble right today. These other nations do not want to use this. One of the reasons why the United States has been able to oppress governments and remove leaders based upon who they want for their interests. This is G7. Now you're starting to see BRICS. BRICS has been there, but now it's starting to get some air up under its wings because of this bullshit. This is what you see going on. And this is why it is important to have a format like TikTok that's not controlled by the people who want to give us goddamn kill switches on our fucking cars, Mr. Producer. Man. TikTok, let me say this. We do this every Sunday at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Every Wednesday, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here from Atlanta. All right, so what Mr. Producer has up on his screen now, this is what we're talking about. Zimbabwe launches new gold-backed currency. Once again, people, Zimbabwe launches a new gold-backed currency. People, these countries are wanting to get away from the United States petrodollar. And when this shit happens, you're going to see all out, which we see all of these things happening right now. All of these things are unfolding right before our very eyes. Right before our very eyes. So, in essence, to these things that we see unfolding, are you prepared? You and your family, are you prepared? Most people out here are not prepared. You know why? Because your mind is diluted watching shit that doesn't matter. All of these sports, and that's why it's actually there. Exactly. They're trying to keep us distracted with other things. Exactly.
Just like they said, they throw the kill switch bill.
Yeah,
in $1 trillion.
But guess what? It's at the bottom of the fucking bill, Mr. Producer. Right. So they got a $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill. The kill switch on the car is within that bill.
But this is
another thing, TikTok. This is what I want you all to understand. The $95 billion bill that just passed for that of Ukraine and Israel, right? How much goddamn money you gonna get these folks? they snuck in the TikTok bill to completely ban TikTok. But TikTok, I ain't never got fucked up using TikTok, not one time. But I have got fucked up fucking with TransUnion and Equifax, where my personal data was compromised. So here, on your screen, the U.S. House of Representatives has passed a bill that would ban TikTok if Chinese owner ByteDance refused to divest. Let me reiterate what I just said, TikTok. The U.S. House of Representatives has passed a bill that would ban TikTok if Chinese owners ByteDance refuse to divest. Divest means sell. Now, this is the point. This bill here, this new bill was snuck in through the $95 billion bill of money that was passed for Ukraine and Israel.
But how can they, I'm saying, even though they passed the bill to ban it, I'm saying if the people don't sell, can they actually...
ByteDance ain't finna sell.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what's crazy?
So why even throw it?
They're using. Listen, the Chinese government has nothing to do. Listen, man. Facebook and all these other companies are more dangerous than TikTok is.
Yeah, I just put it up there.
But the point is, people, what you all have to understand is they're doing this because they want to control the narrative. On the screen now, TikTok, you all can't see. If you can go over to that of YouTube, you can see what's on the screen. And this is what I'm saying, TikTok. I need everybody to share the Chris Miles Show on your page, please. Share the Chris Miles Show on your page. And I need everybody that is watching me live right now to follow and like our content. Y'all get plugged in with me. We do this every Sunday, 7:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we do it on Wednesdays. Okay? And a lot of the content, a lot of those videos that you see, we upload those videos to that of TikTok. Okay? But exclusively, you can catch all of that content on YouTube. So support us on YouTube and support us on TikTok. Now,
we trying to work so we can do this full time, so we can come bring y'all some good information every day.
This is what we want to do. We want to keep the people informed. Okay.
We want to be able to do it in real time. So anybody that want to know something, you can tune in.
Right, and we're gonna have it. It's gonna be right here. Now, this is why I say Facebook is more dangerous than TikTok.
Come on.
This is the shit. Listen, TikTok. This is the shit that government is not saying. You won't hear this. You're only going to hear it here on the Chris Miles Show. Check this out. Lawsuit reveals Facebook sold all of its users' private messages to Netflix for $100 million. Once again, lawsuits reveal Facebook sold all of its users' private messages to Netflix for $100 million.
Man, I know I got some shit in my goddamn private messages and them. You saying Netflix got it?
Netflix got it. So this is the thing, people.
God damn.
This is what you all have to understand, right? Show me, U.S. Congress members, where TikTok has compromised our information by selling it to a third party. And let me tell you why this shit is criminal. This is what most people don't realize. A repossession of your car is a criminal act against you. This is why the Chris Miles Show is important. It's a lot of shit that we haven't even begun to talk about. I tell people all the time, I pay the price for this shit. But the point is what I'm telling everybody out there this evening is what I want you all to understand is TikTok is not the problem. The problem is people are able to put information, holistic information on health. That's against, leave that up. Against Big Pharma. People are able to put information out there that's detrimental to the judicial system, that is corporate and not criminal. Yeah.
But I'm saying though, and what Netflix gonna do with my pecker pictures?
I don't know.
Why do it? I'm saying why would Facebook? I'm saying what's the point? If Netflix is streaming, if they just stream movies, why would you pay? I'm saying, well, okay, so now you go down the rabbit hole. What else? Who's backing Netflix that needs that information?
I mean,
Netflix is a streaming conglomerate, stream movies,
right?
TV shows. So the people behind Netflix, how powerful are they?
Well, that is actually a great question. I can't answer that, but what I can answer
Trying to see
is
what they gonna
what
do
I
with my
can
pecker
answer
pictures.
TikTok is what I want you all to understand is that these are the questions that need to be posed to that of Congress members. And these people in Congress will tell you, oh, well, we did it for you. But no, you didn't. You're telling them fucking lie. You did it because AIPAC and the ADL could not control the narrative. And you all don't want certain things, certain information out there. Now, gotta be more than just financial gain. Probably was forced. Yeah, Carl, you probably right. But this is what I'm saying. These are the questions that you all have to ask. What we're doing is we've been that conduit to bring this information out. This is why the Chris Miles Show exists. This is why we exist. And this is why I'm telling everybody out there over there on TikTok to to subscribe, like, and follow, and share our content. Share it on your platform. Like I said, we are doing this. We got some things we're working on. We do this every Sunday beginning at 7 o'clock. We want to have these debates. We want to keep everybody informed. And it looks like TikTok, if they bike dance don't sell, TikTok might be going away. It might be going away. But guess who's going to be around? When it comes to Super Tuesday, the goddamn system go down. Or the 911 system don't work. That's the kind of shit. That's why they want TikTok on so they can control the narrative. That's a simple fix, people. All you got to do is change your tax status. That's all you got to do. Everybody out there today are what's called 14th Amendment citizens. Change your tax status. You got 150 million people on TikTok. Send Congress a message. Let them know, no, you all are not, we don't need you all in our business like that. That's all you got to do. What we got next, Mr. Producer?
I guess we can do the update on the young lady. Carlita Robinson.
Yes. Yeah, give me that. So, as many of you may know, and many of you may not know, there was a 19-year-old black female by the name of Sade Carlina, Robinson, 19 years old. Missing woman found dismembered, car torched after first date with 33-year-old Milwaukee man. Dungeon found in basement. So, give me this guy's name. It's Alexander. What is it, Mr. Producer? So TikTok, there was a black female, 19, beautiful young lady. I think they met on the, what is it, Tinder?
Tinder.
They met on Tinder. And she worked on this job. Do you have the video of her mom and all of that stuff?
Yeah, I can go get
Okay, yeah. So we're going to play a video too.
Maxwell Anderson.
I knew it was, I said Alexander. Maxwell Anderson is his name, right? So the girl is 19, or was 19, right? She was 19. And he's 33 years old. So they go out on a date. And the date that they go out on, she goes back over to his home. He screws her. And after he...
I got it when you ready.
Okay. After he had sex with her, I guess she stayed over there 2 days, so he screwed her for 2 days. All right? After that, he dismembered her body. He cut a leg off, a toe off, gouged the eye out. He did all of these horrific things to this girl. Cut her ear off.
So what, did he eat her?
No, he didn't do the Jeffrey Dahmer thing.
Just out of...
But what he did was he dismembered her body. And he put her body parts all over the state of Wisconsin. He like he put a leg in one county and put the foot in another county. Now that's a sick individual. Now, this is the thing what I have to say. Well, matter of fact, before I do that, Mr. Producer, bring that video up. Now TikTok, you all can't
barely speaking above a
you all
whisper.
can't see it, but you can hear it. Come on, Mr. Producer. Excuse me.
Sick son of a is gonna pay.
Barely speaking above a whisper
This is justice for Sade.
and fighting back tears.
Who the would do something like this to my beautiful baby?
Sheena Scarborough
She hurt nobody.
was pushing forward for her daughter, 19-year-old Sade Robinson. Friday, Robinson's family sat in court and heard the grim details surrounding her death while staring at the man accused of taking her life, 33-year-old Maxwell Anderson.
The allegations in the complaint are abhorrent. It was the highest level of violence imaginable.
Prosecutors say Anderson and Robinson were going on a date Monday evening on April 1st. The state says they went back to Anderson's Southside apartment around 9 o'clock, where they say he killed her between then and early Tuesday morning. They say he then dismembered her body and scattered pieces around the county.
Defendant did a tremendous amount of work to try to cover up the crime, including lighting Miss Robinson's vehicle on fire.
Last week, police found and connected a severed human leg in Cudahy and a foot in Milwaukee to Robinson. After text messages and witness statements linked the two together, Anderson was arrested April 4th during a traffic stop. He's now charged with first-degree intentional homicide, mutilating a corpse, and arson.
Sade was more than a person. She was an angel. Not having her right now is very painful.
Family says the entire timeline has them shaken.
Imagine trying to bury your niece with no body for the service. I need justice for Sade.
And they want the person responsible to...
So, there you go, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. So he didn't only just go out there and dismember this young girl. He also torched her car. He burned her car up to hide the evidence. So I would ask this question, right? This is why I tell specifically black people, because I come from the black community. I tell them this all of the time. You all have to be honest with your kids. The problem is we're not honest with our kids. We don't tell our kids the truth. This young girl should not have went out on a date with this guy, period. Period. You all out here watching these K-Jewelers, goddamn commercials, these Dos Equis commercials, all of this bullshit. That is a figment of an unrealistic situation. Bills and shit is legislated every day. bills are legislated every day against us. You all will go out here and you will call Donald Trump a racist, right? You go out there and say some shit like that. But you'll never factor in the things that you can actually put your hands on that you actually see going on. This is why it becomes a dangerous precedent, people. Like, what type of sick individual? Like, this had to be a calculated situation. And this situation was based off of hate. It was based off of hate. It wasn't based off anything else but that of hate. So it wasn't enough just getting the pussy and going on. He dismembered this girl after taking her innocence from her. She laid down, gave him her body. So he had to be a sick thrill for him to do this. And I say this all of the time, man. We have to be honest with our kids. I don't give a damn how you feel about it, what they say. The reality is we've seen these things happen before in different forms, but they happen. I'm sure everybody out there is watching the Chris Miles show. You have children. So you have to be honest with your kids. You as a parent, the Most High God has given you all of the intangibles that you need to instill into your children. This is the thing. I often use the animal kingdom to prove points to people. And I will say this based upon, I watch various, you can see a zebra. You can see a llama. And you can see like the king of the jungle, the lion, a leopard. They will go there to prey on the weak of one of the other animals in the animal kingdom. And that mother or that father and the mother will try to protect their child, even a lot of times giving their lives. And most of the time it's a losing battle. But even the animals know to protect their young. Now, no one wants to see things like this happen, what happened to Sade Robinson. But it is a grim reminder to all of us to understand what has happened before. And now I'm not saying this is indicative of everybody, but we know these things. There's a potential way and mean for these things to happen.
Yeah, man, that speed dating, man, that online dating, the Tinder, and all this other stuff. I mean, people, they hook up quick. It ain't like
it's just definitely
they're
there to fuck. That's it.
There's no. It ain't like back in the day where you gotta kind of vet somebody. You gotta try to get to know them.
Natasha, I hope I'm saying your name right, love. Got a track on my children, and my oldest grandson, 15, knows my every move. Exactly. I'm going to have to actually invite you on the show. I appreciate you. I really appreciate you. If you're not following me, please do so. Please do so. But go ahead, Mr. Producer.
But I'm saying, yeah, man, it ain't like, back in the day where you got to court somebody, you get to know them, kind of get a little bit of, of a feel before you just go out there and give up the goods.
But that's what we're talking about.
So that's what I'm saying. You never know. Somebody might seem innocent on the outside. You there to hook up with them real quick or whatnot, and then you go back to their house and you can't never leave, man.
Right.
Man, I pray
that's
for that girl.
That's
family,
what I'm saying.
man.
you know,
That's gut wrenching,
you know,
man.
things. Listen. I'm gonna tell y'all don't believe this shit, but government has done. Like most, this is the thing. The average kid today. Hold on. The average kid today, Mr. Producer, cannot write a sentence.
Man, you're right.
Because all of the fundamentals that we have, you and I were taught growing up in school, those intangibles don't exist.
Right.
Everything
quick.
Everything is geared off of these things.
Everything quick, you know, quick text.
Right.
WTF, what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Everything hyphenated.
Yeah, and I mean, and you know what's crazy about it? Most of the time, I got adults that will engage me in debate, right?
Right.
Well, the shit is, they be hitting me with these abbreviations. Man, I don't know what the fuck they talking about. Like, I'll call you like Mr. Producer. I call Mr. Producer TikTok. Like, man, what does
what SMH mean?
What the hell is what?
Shaking my head.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what is this shit, man? You know, I'm in my 50s, so you know, I don't really care to know all this bullshit, man. I just don't. But anyway, man, our hearts and love go out to this young lady and her family members, man. I hate it happen, but you know, you gotta make better decisions. And it could happen to any of us, because you know, if you lower your guard, you're not aware of your surroundings, that kind of shit can happen. What we got next, Mr. Producer?
Another sick motherfucker.
Emotionless 40-year-old Jeremy Williams after learning his fate, death.
They did this to my daughter, let alone the other victims that he violated. So justice was served, but it still don't take away Kamari's gone. But I'm glad he got the death penalty.
Leave that up.
Yeah, man.
So anyway, right here in the state of Georgia, a Georgia man, Jeremy Williams, sentenced to death for paying. Check this out, people. Check this out, TikTok.
You gotta say grape now. Grape.
Say again?
You gotta say grape when you get to the R word. Grape.
Okay. All right. Georgia man, Jeremy Williams, sentenced to death for paying a mother $2,500 to take advantage of her 5-year-old daughter before unaliving her.
Wow. And it's real.
This happened. This happened in the state of Georgia. This is. So I want you all to think about this.
Was the mother on drugs?
Man, I don't know. But this is why I tell people, going back to a situation here, why fathers are needed in these homes with these children, man. Now, if this women, please, man, you all have to make better decisions when you all go out here and get involved with these guys. So some mother was involved with a guy by the name of Jeremy Williams. He was sentenced to death. He paid a mother to take advantage, the R word, of a 5-year-old, her 5-year-old daughter. Like, man, what type of world are we living in, people?
Man, that shit right there terrible, man. Man, what type of sick individual?
Get off the screen, bro. Man. You know, I'm just saying this is why I myself, I am very recluse. This is why I tell people I don't want any more friends, Mr. Producer. I don't want no friends. I don't want to hang out with nobody. I don't want to be around. It's like you just never know what snake is in the grass that's lying wait for you.
You can't trust no new people like that, man. It's just
what sick individual TikTok would bother a 5-year-old child. This is what I'm talking about. Even the animals have more love, care, and respect for their children. Anyway, go ahead. What we got next, Mr. Producer?
We'll do something. We'll go something on a little upbeat. Let's go to my favorite person, Miss Kayla Clark.
Okay. This is where it gets interesting, people.
I might have to read.
Come on now. Thomas Michaels, looks like. I agree. Lock his ass up.
Kill him.
Yeah. Matter of fact, he don't even need no trial. He don't need no trial. They need to. I can't even say because I don't want TikTok to throw me off. Anyway, we're gonna transition into something else.
Nike.
I'm gonna let you bring it up.
I'm gonna read it.
Yeah.
So, it's a Nike trends after it has been released that they signed Caitlin Clark to an 8-figure shoe deal with her own signature shoe. The best WNBA player, A'ja Wilson, 2-time champion, 2-time MVP, doesn't have a Nike shoe deal. What are your thoughts on that?
Okay, exactly. Well, let me just say this, people. This is what I meant by what I said earlier about white supremacy is real. I want you all to think about this, and I know the conversation, the thought of what I'm saying is probably offensive to a lot of you all. But I want you all to think about this and think about where I'm going with my statement. Okay. Caitlin Clark, who's a phenomenal basketball player, just recently got a shoe deal with Nike.
Signature shoe.
So explain hold on. Explain everybody out there what a signature shoe is, Mr. Producer.
She gonna have the Air Caitlin Clark 1. She gonna have a shoe dedicated to her.
Okay. So the way it goes, people, Caitlin Clark, who is going now to the WNBA, who played for that of Iowa, set all type of records. But one of the records she couldn't set, and she didn't set, was she's a 2-time loser because for 2 years straight, back to back, she didn't get a championship. But let me say this. Nike has gone on and given her her own shoe. She has a signature shoe like that of Michael Jordan and Kyrie Irving had, and who else got?
What you mean? The GOAT. Shit.
LeBron James. Yeah, I'm just saying. You know, my mind on.
Now you good?
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you what I think about it, man.
And I want to read this. Did you read that?
Yeah, I read it.
Okay. All right.
I mean, my thoughts on it. I'm not mad. I see why the girl, you know, A'ja Wilson, I see why she said what she said. But in order for the WNBA to turn a profit, you know, they gotta put this. They got this. They golden goose. So they gotta make sure that golden goose don't get cracked. They gotta make sure, you know, it lay the golden egg and everything go through. But at the end of the day, they gonna. I mean, I'm gonna put the other video picture back up. Her salary. I'm saying the WNBA, her rookie salary, she's only gonna make like
$300,000 a year.
Yeah, no, for 4 years.
For 4 years, right? I get it, right?
So she finna be the new it person in the WNBA. So they gotta take care of her. You the face.
Okay,
the face. Not you. You're not the face of your team. You're the new face of the whole league.
So
she's what Jordan was in the 80s and 90s.
But Ms. Producer, wait a minute. No, she's not.
That's what I'm saying. I ain't saying she ain't proved herself. But I'm saying that's the route that they go.
Jordan,
on.
Before this is the thing. Before Nike came to Jordan, Jordan played, I think, a year or at least 2 in the NBA because he played in Converse.
Right.
Before Nike came to him and offered him. Jordan was proven. Although they were losing, Look what the numbers he was doing.
I get that.
This is the point what I'm saying. Because you have a fucking massive shoe collection of Michael Jordan tennis shoes. But this is what I'm saying. This guy was proven. She ain't played her first game then. Wait a minute.
Come on, man.
This is the problem. I'm going to give you the flow.
Go ahead.
The problem is, Mr. Producer, that Caitlin Clark has not played not one game, and it has to be offensive for the other girls that are there.
Most definitely.
Okay,
most definitely. It's most definitely offensive to him, but this new blood that's coming in, they finna make Caitlin Clark, like I said, what Jordan is to Nike.
Well, we're gonna see
what he is.
She might not do shit in the WNBA.
She might not.
She might be a flop.
But I'm telling you, they finna make it. I'm saying whatever they got to do to make this girl succeed, she gonna succeed. They already gave her a 8-figure deal. She coming out for to make tens of millions of dollars.
I agree. Commercials and all that shit.
She ain't dribbled. She ain't played in one game and dribbled the ball.
Give me that picture of Angel Reese, man. So this is the thing. Angel Reese.
I gotta go find it.
I sent it to you. Angel Reese has resulted to lingerie shit.
It was the sport. It was the.
I don't
it was the.
Why? Well, it
was the Sports Illustrated.
Okay, what I'm saying, Caitlin Clark and she ain't in lingerie. A swimwear.
She ain't built too good if you ask me.
No, she ain't. But the point.
I don't really want to see Caitlin Clark in no. I ain't trying to sexualize these girls.
But they doing that to Angel Reese.
Angel Reese built pretty good. I don't want to see Caitlin Clark in no swimsuit. Not really. I don't want to see it. I mean, you want me to let me go get the picture, man. I'm gonna say, goddamn. I'm saying, but she getting deals though. She ain't gonna get no shoe deal, but she, you know what I'm saying? She got what's that? What them girls be wearing? Fashion Nova.
Man,
listen, she got a Fashion Nova deal.
This is the thing what I find so disturbing.
But I'm saying, let's go back to Andrew Wilson.
Wait, hold on. This other thing. Like this is why, once again, why we exist. You got Gayle King came out. Gayle King came out and said some real disturbing stuff about, well, we were rooting for her and Dawn Staley, you all changed the overall. Y'all messed it up and all that. We're playing to win.
Like Stack said.
Like they were supposed to lose.
Like Stack said, man, who is weak? Who is weak?
And that's what I'm talking about.
Who is weak? But I mean, going back to the girl, Aja Wilson, I mean, she's the best in the I mean, she made a comment. She's the best in the WNBA right now, and they didn't give her a deal, but that's what she kind of upset about. She a 2-time champion, 2-time league MVP. She's dominant. So I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you something. Caitlin Clark, she gonna have a target on her back, bro.
Yeah, them old women coming forward, man. They come forward.
She gonna have to, and it's a different game now, cause you know that's how they eat.
Yeah, most definitely.
You're not playing for the fundamentals and the love of the game. I'm sure you're playing for the love of the game, but what I'm saying is a different phenomenon. When a man, this is how he's putting bread and bacon on his table the woman is putting food on the table for her children, her loved ones.
Yeah,
it's a different phenomenon.
What you think about what I read some crazy comments today. What you think about what Antonio? You know, Caitlin Clark blocked Antonio Brown. Huh?
Tell what he said.
No, I understand what I said. What you think about what he said? He said she looked like she keep that thing hairy.
And shit, he doing what he do.
Man, really?
He was fucking with Tom Brady, so you know he gonna say some fugazi shit.
That's funny though, man.
So she blocked him on
yeah, she blocked it. It was she looked like she keep that thing hairy. Hey, that's pretty funny, man.
He a real Florida boy, man.
Man, them folks, them Facebook comments, man, it was like 338. I couldn't go through them. I don't even know where to post that no more. But yeah, they was going in on old Tonyo, man.
Mr. Producer.
Yeah.
What we got next, brother?
We got Dubai. We got Dubai, and then I guess we can end it with you know what I'm saying, kind of what happened in our hometown.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. Let's hit Dubai, and then we'll close it with our native city.
Trying to play with the weather, man. What happened?
So, Dubai's scientists, they did something with something they put up in they sent to the weather, right? Right?
Yeah, the atmosphere. They shot something up.
They shot something to the atmosphere, right? So, whatever it was that they put sent to the atmosphere.
They were trying to make it rain.
Yeah.
I think it worked a little bit too good.
Well, whatever it is that they sent up in the atmosphere caused a disturbance in the weather.
It definitely did that.
And whatever it is, what it was something, I don't know, something that they did, they scientists. It rained. It stormed, lightning, and all this. Playing God.
Yeah.
So now Dubai is damaged. Like a lot of the trees, the planes couldn't take off. The cars, all them $1 million cars over there, because you know the police, they drive Lamborghinis. All that shit on the water.
They are today's biggest loser.
So they lost bad. But this is the thing, TikTok. When you go out here and you play God, you play God, you go out here, you do things, this is the thing, man. Let God do what he do. And it ain't just the stuff it just lets you know, all know, people. Now, Dubai, they came out and told you what, before they did it, they told you what they was gonna do. The United States put shit in they put shit in the air all the time. Here. What are you talking about? HARP and all this other bullshit. Everybody plays stupid. Sending vibrations and all of this shit into the atmosphere. Because they have the technology to do that. And when it happens, there's something catastrophic to come out of it. And people lose lives. People die behind it. Right. Somebody, Natasha said a massive flood. Exactly. So we're gonna see how all of this stuff is going to play out with that of Dubai. What we got next, Mr. Producer?
All right, you got a video.
Hey, I need the video with the guys with the choppers.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to play that first. Then we're gonna go into.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna show how. We're gonna show how that there's an epidemic when it comes to these kids doing what they do. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is not just exclusively in a certain city, Memphis, here in Atlanta, it's all these kids are completely out of control. Come on with that video, Mr. Producer.
The video is pretty jarring to see.
That's a 100-round drum that was on the one you just saw. And it's a AR platform pistol. The one you just saw with the wooden stock is an SKS or AK-47 type pistol, that one right there. And then the one flashing the laser with the cup in his hand.
Yeah.
Okay, so as I'm assuming that guy's law enforcement, but he was talking about a 100-round drum on the pistol, correct?
Right.
Or the AR type rifle.
Right.
Okay. All right. So we're from Montgomery, Alabama.
Yeah.
And what has been going on is we have on the screen, we have the mayor, the former police chief, one of the other guys that ran for mayor, and a preacher. Now, the mayor of Montgomery has been blamed for being unconcerned about crime in the city. Okay? He's been basically accused of not caring about the crime that is rapidly going on in our native city.
Right.
The preacher that you see on the screen.
He's running the marathon.
He is the one that has been pushing this narrative. Now, what had happened is a white woman got shot there when?
Yeah. Whatever was it last Friday? It was
I don't
Friday
know, man.
or Thursday, but I know it happened outside of Montgomery Mall. She was an innocent bystander. Eastdale Mall. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eastdale Mall.
Because Kalina had a baby and
y'all had to go because I told you.
I was at you called me.
Yeah.
No, you didn't call me. Baby boy called me.
Yeah.
And actually told me about it.
Yeah.
But I was at the hospital at the time. Anyway. So this is the thing, people. These kids today are completely out of control. It doesn't matter what city that you're in. We're living in the last phases of the last days. But for you to blame a man that's the mayor of a city who has raised his kids ain't getting in no trouble. They in college, doing well, exceptionally well in high school, college, wherever they are. Okay? They ain't doing nothing. Hi, Felicia. Hi, my love. They are doing exceptionally well where they are.
Right.
They ain't causing no problem. They're not doing anything dastardly.
Right.
And as you said, that video that you just played was in Mobile.
That was in Mobile.
That's 3 hours from.
That's where I was born.
Okay, yeah, Mr. Producer was born. It's 3 hours from my native city of Montgomery. But the point is, the kids today, my love, Felicia's on the phone. On the screen. She's in Houston. They got crime there. The kids are out of control.
My thing.
So,
is,
well, hold on,
go ahead.
The point is what I'm saying, everybody out here, right? Is that there's an epidemic. Government, once again, has purposely removed fathers out of the homes so it can be chaotic because there's a financial gain for them to do what they do. You understand? That's what the problem is out there. That's the problem that is going on. So this guy that's on the screen, this preacher, wants to make the argument that, oh well, it's the mayor's fault. He's incompetent. This man was probate judge. Probate deals with money.
Right.
And the guy that he wants to be mayor is an Egyptologist. So what the fuck can an Egyptologist do, Mr. Producer? I mean, like what are the intangibles that he have to come in? You talking about you gonna fight crime? You work in the prison. Are you preventing the fights that's going on in the prison? No, I bet not. But you want to say I can prevent the crime that's going on out there in the streets. But you work in a prison. And I bet my life you're not preventing those guys in there encapsulating that goddamn prison. I bet you ain't breaking up those, stopping them from fighting. But you got the solution. Then you got this preacher that wants to go out here because he's in his feelings. Because, as always, he's losing. He has a vendetta against the mayor.
Right.
What you want to say about it?
My thing is, I mean, post after post, video after video, all you hear them do is complain about, oh, the city's out of control. There's crime here, crime there. We got poor leadership. And my thing is, if all the parents, when are the parents going to take accountability? Exactly. When are the parents of these kids, the grandparents of these kids?
It ain't the grandparents.
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying it's a family member that's tied to these people, that these kids and these young adults that's out here doing this stuff. Right. Somebody child. I'm saying these children ain't just poof out of thin air. Somebody child is doing these crimes. Somebody grandchild, niece, nephew. When I'm saying this shit, I got a video that I'm gonna release sometime this week. But think about this. At conception of a mother and a dad and a mama, they produced a child. They raised that child from an infant into a young adult. When that young adult goes out, now I'm saying the child gonna make a decision. The adult gonna make a decision to do something. Right. He either gonna go be productive, try to get a business, try to work hard, try to become something. He gonna go out here and do some criminal shit. So all this shit that's going on in Montgomery, when the parents gonna take accountability? You want these kids that got out, these people, these teenagers, these adults, young adults that got out here and they running amok, all of them tote pistols. They drive fast. They don't give a fuck about nothing, nobody. Jameer Brown said it better than anybody. You go watch his video. But they don't care about your grandma, your mama, your dog, newborn. They don't care. So now that y'all done let these bad seeds out into society, now you want the mayor? You want the city officials and the mayor and the government to take care of it? Now you want that's what the pastor's saying. That's what this preacher's saying. After they done raised these kids, however they raised them, whatever they done instilled, I'm just saying, whatever they done instilled in them, they done set them out into the world. Right. They trash. Right. They bad humans. Right. Now it's the leadership of the city problem. Right. So my thing is,
get a video solution.
That's what I'm saying.
Tell them what you say.
Oh, what shit? Bring the hammer down on them. Give out anybody that do anything. Pastor, just give him 50. Give him 50 plus years. Cause I'm saying, cause Victorious, him and the pastor seem like they got the answer. What's the answer? Why can't, I'm saying, my thing with them, I believe they feel like they can't give nobody no answer because they ain't got the money to put toward it. They answered to put more police on the streets.
Listen, man, let me say
put more cops on the street. Recruit more officers.
Listen.
Put more police officers on the street.
This is the thing, Mr.
Get
Producer.
Crackville police officers to help. How is that gonna stop crime?
Let me just
because
slow
you got more police roaming.
That ain't
gonna stop. That ain't gonna stop me from coming to your house and doing something to you.
This is the thing, Mr. Producer. First of all, how you correct the problem with these kids is it takes two. And it takes a vibrant community, meaning the parents.
Right.
Okay.
Let
me say this.
Home.
Most of these young men out here today are raised by their mothers. Women are emotional, and women cannot give young men the intangibles of being fathers. You give a shit what they say, how it is, and how all this other stuff go. Trust me, I know. Okay? But this here is the thing, Mr. Producer. The thing is, for you to go out here and to say that the mayor is incapable of combating crime is disingenuous. Because my point that I'm making, my argument is that I'm saying crime is rapid everywhere. These kids, it ain't just happening out in Montgomery. It's everywhere. Wherever you go, these black kids today are fucking out of control, man.
Because the parents trying to be their friends. Parents being friends, they not being parents.
Right.
Man, my mom and dad were my friend.
They were parents.
Man, my dad slapped the fuck out of me. I got out of line. But the thing is, I'm gonna give you an example of especially these boys. When my mom and daddy, they separated. I was 15 years old. I still remember. He was right around the corner, but when I hit 16, 17, my mama couldn't tell me nothing. My mama 5'2". I'm 6 feet tall, 300 pounds. My mama can't tell me nothing. She tell me go in there and clean up the kitchen. I'm talking about, I look at her, okay. Don't take my car. I take the car. She couldn't tell me nothing. But I'm saying when my daddy was there, we walk on eggshells. And now I'm talking about 14, 15 while he was there. We make a peep. It wasn't nothing. It wasn't no talking. So when he say do something, we do.
He did it right.
But I'm saying, your mama, yeah, you gonna be her little sweetheart. But when a boy starts smelling himself, man, shit over with.
So, but this is the thing, Mr. Producer. The thing is, what I'm saying is that you got three different philosophies. One is based off of pyramid. One is based off of cross, and one is based off of white supremacy. So you're trying to more or less combine these things, and inclusionness of all it doesn't work.
I know, but
and the thing,
that pastor got a lot going on. That's what I was saying earlier. You don't know with the people he hang out with. You don't know if they gonna burn a cross in your front yard or build a goddamn pyramid. That man got some demon. He got some wizard shit going on.
So the point is the thing is this, right? Some solutions are, we need to put more police on the street. And listen, put more police on the street is not going to. A lot of these kids out here shoot at the police. They don't give a shit.
Man, all these kids got switches.
You understand what I'm saying? So explain that to the viewers about this shit you was telling me about something about.
Yeah, they
I don't even know what the hell
what
this
it is.
talking
I'm
about.
saying these kids, the technology is so advanced. I'm saying these kids, they not dumb. They just don't have opportunities. We living in a factory city. It ain't no opportunities. You either gonna grow up to be a Baptist minister or you gonna work in a Hyundai factory. If you can't move out, we was lucky enough, to get a couple dollars. I'm back and forth from Atlanta to here to to Montgomery. But like I was saying, but anyway, but what they saying is a guy He 3D printing the switches and he's selling them. So everybody, you know, around in the little cliques, everybody in the little cliques, they got switches for their pistol. When they put the switch on their pistol, it makes it automatic. So they pull the trigger one time, it's shooting all the bullets. Somebody 3D printing them.
So I'm lost on that though.
A 3D printer, like, okay, it's a machine. You put in the input, you get a little blueprint, you put it in the computer. It's like a hard plastic, and it's a laser that go back and forth, and it'll cut it to whatever input you put into it.
Wow.
So if it's like a little pen or something you put in your pistol, it'll cut it down. So it take about 24 hours to cut it down.
So these kids are figuring out how to.
Yeah, somebody got a 3D print machine and they making money.
It's crazy. Well, anyway.
But I'm saying, but then you got to think about too the delve a little deeper. Why do all these boys feel like they got to have pistols?
Felicia said in Houston, where she's at, there's she's a educator.
Yeah.
She's saying there's really bad crime. So that's what I'm saying. Like for you to blame to blame the mayor for the order of somebody else's child, you know, it's crazy. And then this is the thing, Mr. Producer. I told you when I got the call from Baby Boy, and then you called me, man, some white person got shot. I said, now you don't see some shit, but this.
Everybody went down there. Yeah.
This is the thing, right? The white folks in Montgomery didn't give a shit as long as it was black.
It was just right.
Black.
They ain't care.
They should, but then you know what?
That city council.
Listen, they should have got involved in and say, wait a minute, we got a problem. We got a problem going on in our city because if somebody gets hurt in that city, that's everybody's problem.
Right.
But no, they didn't give a shit. You know why? Because it wasn't going on in their community. Now, the video you sent me that I watched brought out and validated for me their concern now. You know why? Because bullets don't discriminate.
No, they don't.
You understand what I'm saying? So when they should have got involved, said, well, you know what? Even though it's happening in the black community or it's happening to black folks, let us come out and let's talk about it. Let us also get involved so we can curtail this bullshit. They didn't give a shit because it wasn't directly affecting their community. Now when one of theirs is shot indiscriminately.
Oh, they ready.
Indiscriminately. One of theirs is shot. Now
they ready to set themselves on fire.
1,000 of them go down to the goddamn city council to address the matter and say, wait a minute, we got a problem. Then you get this 2-bit preacher. He going out to, this is the best show. Man, look here. The crime. I got my good friend on the screen right now. She in Houston. Shit bad. In Atlanta, it's bad. In Memphis, it's bad. Chicago. Wherever our kids are, ain't no black fathers in there. You gonna have drugs and you gonna have goddamn it crime. And that's the problem. These kids, they on that world, all this dope and shit stuff going on in black folks community. And you gonna have the things that you see going on today, which is goddamn crime.
And instead of a goddamn preacher, a person that calls himself, that's what I'm saying. If a preacher call himself a man of God, and all you can do is sit there and say, y'all pick this leadership, that's just good for y'all. Y'all get what y'all want to get. That's what you get. You supposed to be a preacher supposed to bring the community together.
Hey, hold on. I'm finna bring Errol. Hey, Errol. How you doing? We're live. You're live on the Chris Miles Show. We're finna transition to something real quickly. We're getting ready to close. I want you, in closing, I want you to tell my viewers out here on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, I want you to tell them what is going on with you and your situation with this case, how you've been targeted by this corrupt judge.
Well, there's actually another corrupt judge now. I put in a jurisdictional challenge on territorial and legislative.
Now, before you do that, Errol, this is what I want you to do. The case that's going on with you, because we were supposed to bring you on twice a couple of weeks ago, all right? But you've been fighting this case since when? It started back when?
4.5 years now.
I'm saying give the year.
2019.
So Errol, everybody started fighting this case in 2019. Okay, so you don't have to go into all of the ramifications of it, but how many judges, when you started basically, putting out the information about your status, how many judges got off of the case?
Well, right now I believe I'm on my 8th judge.
Wow.
So why are you on your 8th judge, Errol?
Well, because I keep filing paperwork that they don't want to answer, and when it gets to that point, they'll kick me off to another judge, and then I got to start a whole new fight with this new one.
So what is the paperwork that you're filing for the listening audience?
That I am not a corporation, I am not a citizen, I am not a person, and I am not a resident.
So
I am not the corporation that created a fictional character with the damn the bond from your birth certificate.
Thank you. So explain to everybody, because a lot of people out there are not sure about what you're talking about. So can you explain to them what you're talking about? So basically, let me just say this. So what Errol is saying, basically, people, when you go into a court of law, now I get a crook in my neck, Mr. Producer. When you go into a court of law, you go in there thinking that the court system is addressing you as you, the individual, but they are addressing you as a corporation because via the birth certificate, the federal government and the state set up a corporation. So that being what it is, when you go in there, there's an all caps person. The thing person means a corporation, that they are alleging that you are. You're right. You don't know that you are that, and they're actually charging the corporation and not you. But go ahead, Errol. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I was just trying to give people somewhat an idea of what's going on with your situation. But go ahead.
When you're born, the nurses bring your mother all kinds of documents to sign, and they tell your mother that this is just to register your baby, give it its name and everything. Well, what they do with that is the government tells the corporations that are involved that you're either lost on a battlefield or dead, lost at sea, because we are under admiralty law, and admiralty law doesn't reach the land.
Okay.
So what they're claiming is that when they give you a name on your driver's license, your credit card, or anything else, it's all in capital letters. And they put it all in capital letters because if you look at every ship that's named, all the names on ships are in capital letters. That way, the fraud that they committed was turning you into a corporation without your mother's knowledge.
Right.
If you look on the birth certificate next to your mother's name up in the top left-hand corner, it'll say informant. Informant means to turn one over to another. So unbeknownst to your mom, she turned you over and made you a ward of the state, which turned you into a damn corporation, but it was done under fraud. Because any contract that you enter into with anybody has to have 8 elements in it. Otherwise, if there's one of them elements missing, that contract is null and void. And one of the first ones in there is you have to have 2 like-minded people. You can't have a person and a corporation enter into a contract.
Right.
You have to have 2 people two living, breathing people.
Exactly. Hold on. Somebody, Natasha, she said, if you look at the bottom of your birth certificate and the bank holds your money. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're absolutely right. We up on all of that.
Wow, man.
But go ahead, Errol. But just moving right up, because we're gonna. You start the case tomorrow, correct?
No, I'm continuing the case tomorrow.
Okay. But so
they keep violating due process of law.
Okay.
I put in an affidavit challenging their territorial jurisdiction,
which they will not answer, correct?
No, they did not answer it. When I got in there, the judge quoted Penal Code 777. And that's not how you answer an affidavit.
Right. An affidavit has to be answered by an affidavit.
Yes.
Right.
Under the penalty of perjury.
Under penalty of perjury, correct. So basically, everybody out there, what you all have to understand, if you write an affidavit is a legal document. If you submit an affidavit to somebody, the court or whomever it is, they have to respond to that affidavit with another affidavit. And it has to be under what's called penalty of perjury. Because what the whole point is that what we're doing now, we're getting to the truth. So in the process of that, if somebody lies, then they've committed what is called perjury, and they can be held accountable for that perjury. But go ahead, Errol.
And if that affidavit isn't answered in writing, that affidavit stands as truth.
It stands as truth,
in a
correct.
Court of law.
In a court of law, correct. Exactly.
So the judge can't just go in there and quote a damn penal code because they don't apply to the land.
Right. And all of
codes, statutes, and everything like that are nothing but corporate bylaws.
That's correct. Corporate bylaws. Exactly. Well, what I'm going to do, Errol, we're going to follow back up with you. We'll be back in here Wednesday. We had some other things we had to get off. I definitely want to bring you back Wednesday. Is that possible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So everybody out there watching, listening, we're going to have Errol in here for the full ride Wednesday. We should have more information about his case, but the whole thing, what we want to do is we want to bring out this information because people, you all need to know. Once again, this is one of the reasons why they want TikTok on. TikTok, everybody out there needs you all to share the link, share, like, and follow. Share this information.
What everybody needs to do in order to get rid of this evil system we're in is stick together because they can't fight we the people.
Right.
Come on now.
They can tear you up individually, but when you get a group of people together, they can't do it.
Right.
So everybody needs to stick together. I don't care what race, creed, or color you are. Stick together.
Right.
We're all fighting a common enemy.
Is there anything else you want to add, Errol?
Not today.
Okay. All right. Well, what we're going to do, people, Errol, we'll bring you back Wednesday, most high willing. I want to thank you for that information. We have quite a few people. People are giving a star of hearts for your comments. So we want to thank everybody for watching. We're getting ready. We actually went over 4 minutes over, actually. But Errol, we'll get with you Wednesday.
You know you can call me anytime, brother.
Got you. We appreciate you. So, people, we're getting ready to shut the ship down. We hope that you all have enjoyed the Chris Miles Show. We'll be back in here Wednesday. Once again, TikTok. This is y'all get familiar with me and Mr. Producer. You all hear him, but you don't see him. And even on the other platforms, they never see him, but they hear him. All right, he's the mastermind behind the concept and the content. All right. Anyway, it's been fun. We're 4 minutes over. We want to thank everybody for tuning in. Hope you all, had a good time sitting in with us. And we'll be back Wednesday. Hold on. All right. Hold on, y'all. We will, like I say, be back in here Wednesday. All right. Everybody out there, be safe. Take care. And as we close, we always close with these words. The moving finger writes, has written, moves on. To all of you, good day.
करना मुकाबला तो पूरा रखी दम हड्डियां वखा के करना हुंदा नहीं कम कदे पिंदे सुट्टा आपा कदे पिंदे रम कदे पिंदे सुट्टा आपा कदे पिंदे रम करना मुकाबला तो पूरा रखी दम हड्डियां वखा के करना हुंदा नहीं कम कदे पिंदे सुट्टा आपा कदे पिंदे रम कदे पिंदे सुट्टा आपा कदे पिंदे रम रेड डॉट लाए मथे मारते हैं शॉट मेरी गाने सुन साडे देखी होए पहलो मेरे जेबा विच कैश तू पाया काला कोट हमें करदे ने पीछे नंबर करदे ने नोट दूजे दिन गड्डी ਆਪਾਂ ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਚੇਂਜ ਸਿੱਕਾ ਜਾਂ ਕਟਾਉਂਦੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਫਸ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਰੇਂਜ ਤੇਰੇ ਜਿਹੇ ਲੰਡੂ ਮੈਥੋਂ ਮੰਗਦੇ ਨੇ ਚੇਂਜ ਤੇਰੇ ਜਿਹੇ ਲੰਡੂ ਮੈਥੋਂ ਮੰਗਦੇ ਨੇ ਚੇਂਜ ਕਰਨਾ ਮੁਕਾਬਲਾ ਤਾਂ ਪੂਰਾ ਰੱਖੀ ਦਮ ਗੱਡੀਆਂ ਵਖਾ ਕੇ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੰਮ ਕਦੇ ਪਿੰਡੇ ਸੁੱਟਾ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਦੇ ਪਿੰਡੇ ਰਮ